Elbone here, and it is time for us to recap and review the emotional F1 season finale Abu Dhabi Grand Prix that was honestly the perfect end to an unforgettable Formula One season. In this video, I'm also going to reveal the winner of my season-long F1 Rookie of the Year race, discuss the results of my 5 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix predictions that could have transformed me back into J-Bone, and more. So strap in, folks, because this is going to be a good one. Hellbound! First and foremost, the F1 season finale Abu Dhabi Grand Prix was perfect. Chef's kiss, no notes! I say this because in a season filled with high drama first between McLaren teammates Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, and then between both of them and the reigning world champion Max Verstappen, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix gave all 3 of them remarkable endings to their 2025 stories, for better or for worse. Let's dive in. First off, Lando. Lando Norris just pulled off one of the most heartwarming sports redemption stories you'll ever see. McLaren F1 team driver Lando Norris was crowned 2025's F1 World Drivers' Champion in Abu Dhabi, which is insane because as recently as the last year, do you know what Lando Norris' nickname was? Lando No Wins, on account of the fact that in the 2024 season, he set a new F1 record for being the driver with the most podium finishes without a race win in F1 history. Not long after setting that record, though, Lando shed the no-wins nickname by getting his first ever F1 victory at the 2024 Miami Grand Prix, which he celebrated by making fun of people who called him Lando No-Wins. Lando would go on to get 3 more wins in 2024, with his final win being the one that won the 2024 World Constructors' Championship for McLaren, after which he confidently declared that he was going to be 2025's World Drivers' Champion. When the 2025 season started off with a Lando Norris win, it looked like Lando's prophecy would come true. Until Lando's McLaren teammate Oscar Piastri went off and took the championship lead from Lando as he won 4 of the next 5 Grand Prix. DNFs in Canada and the Netherlands made it look like Lando's chances of becoming 2025's champion F1 driver were slipping away from him, with his Netherlands DNF giving us one of the most iconic images from the 2025 F1 season of Lando sitting alone and dejected on one of Zandvoort's famous sand dunes, seemingly accepting the fact that when it comes to drivers' championships, maybe he was cursed to remain Lando No-Wins. But Lando knew better, and he went on to finish the season in better form than Oscar and to hold off the resurgent Max Verstappen just enough to once again prove to himself and the world that he was not Lando No-Wins, he was your 2025 Formula One World Drivers' Champion. Congratulations, Lando, you deserve it. Real quick before I move on to Max, if you could please take a couple seconds to toss this video a like, a comment, and or some YouTube hype points, it would really help this video reach a lot more people. I'll respond to a bunch of comments left on this video, so leave a comment and I will respond to as many as I can. Elbow! Next up, Max. Here is exactly where Max Verstappen lost the 2025 F1 World Drivers' Championship to Lando Norris. Because the Formula One season consists of 24 Grand Prix and 6 sprint races, all of which award points, it is incredibly easy to say that Max Verstappen lost the championship at this race weekend or at that race weekend, especially considering he only lost the 2025 F1 World Drivers' Championship to Lando Norris by 2 measly points. Mercedes rookie Kimi Antonelli even went so far as to apologize to Max for making a mistake in Qatar that led to Lando overtaking Kimi because the 2 extra points Lando got ended up winning him the championship. However, despite all that, I firmly believe there is one specific race we can all agree that we can point to and say it's exactly where Max Verstappen prevented himself from winning his 5th straight Drivers' Championship, and that instance is the 2025 Spanish Grand Prix. You probably remember, because how can you forget thanks to George Russell's comments afterwards, that this is the race where Max Verstappen made a mistake on the restart with 6 laps remaining that led to him dropping from 3rd place down to 5th, and then Max got so angry about it that he intentionally barged into the side of George Russell, resulting in a well-deserved 10-second penalty that dropped Max from P5 to P10 after he took the checkered flag. This 9-point difference would have been more than enough to have resulted in Max winning the World Drivers' Championship over Lando, and there is nobody to blame for it other than Max himself, proving once and for all, in my opinion, that it is exactly where Max Verstappen lost the World Drivers' Championship to Lando. It's crazy to think about, but if Max had just kept his cool in Spain, he very well could have just won his 5th straight World Drivers' Championship. Wild, and those who do see Max as a driver with a short fuse like George Russell would probably say it is a poetic ending to the season. Do you agree with me that the Spanish Grand Prix is where Max lost the World Drivers' Championship to Lando? Let me know in the comments. And third, Oscar. I hope McLaren F1 team driver Oscar Piastri learned his lesson. Oscar Piastri played McLaren's Papaya Rules team game, and look where it took him. from the heavy Drivers' Championship favorite most of the way through the season to finishing the season in third place behind his McLaren teammate Lando Norris and Red Bull's Max Verstappen, a driver that he led by a huge margin of 104 points with just 9 race weekends remaining. I truly think that Oscar listening to the McLaren pit wall and letting Lando back through at Monza after Lando had that bad pit stop was the singular event that triggered Oscar's poor form through the remainder of the season. In my humble opinion, this event eroded Oscar's confidence in the team, wanting him to be champion over his teammate, who had been at the team much longer and had long been viewed as their top driver despite Oscar's better form at that time. Hopefully going forward, Oscar takes a tip from the old Senna, Prost, and Hamilton-Rosberg teammate rivalries and does what's best for him and not McLaren if he wants to become champion one day. After all, despite the fact that they were all selfish teammates at times, all 4 of those teammate rivals I just named are world champions, unlike Oscar. Heck, one's something even better, a Monaco-based YouTuber. All that is to say, I hope Oscar learned his lesson. It's me, not we, when it comes to becoming an F1 World Drivers' Champion. Next up, here are the top 5 F1 team radio messages from the F1 season finale Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. This segment is sponsored by Raycon, whose essential open earbuds you should be using to listen to team radio messages during F1 races. They're lightweight, have an ear hook so they won't fall out, allow you to get immersed in your music while staying aware of your surroundings, and more. I use Raycon and you will not regret doing so too, so grab those essential open earbuds at up to 20% off now with my URL, buyraycon.com/boneopen. Here's team radio message number 5.
Long season, guys. That's it, keep your kindness. I'm grateful for all the hard work. I'll always fight for you guys. Always. That's it. You get that message. It's the one time you don't reply.
You got it, yeah, we were talking. Thank you very much. It was awesome working with you. And grazie mille.
This sincere and thoughtful message from Lewis Hamilton to Ferrari and their subsequent non-response until Lewis had to literally ask them if they got the message is a perfect summary of Lewis's first season with the Prancing Horses. He gave them his all, but has not yet felt like that care and effort have been reciprocated. Number 4.
This chance catching it or not?
Fairly equal pace, Max, between them. Last lap was a couple of tenths quicker, but nothing drastic.
This message between Max and his race engineer GP would have been where Max realized the championship had most likely gotten away from him, as Max needed Charles to overtake Lando in order for Max to come from behind in the World Drivers' Championship title fight to win his 5th straight championship. By the way, if Red Bull really wanted their driver Max Verstappen to win the 2025 F1 World Drivers' Championship in Abu Dhabi, here's what they should have done. Red Bull should have had Max make an additional pit stop around lap 43, as Max has such a lead at that point in the race that he could have pitted and come back out on track, all while maintaining the lead of the race. This pit stop would have erased the gap between Max and Oscar Piastri in second and have given Max a tire advantage. With these two things paired together, it would have been possible for Max to back Piastri into Norris, into Leclerc, to give Leclerc a better chance at overtaking Norris. Then, if Max could have used his tire advantage to keep the race lead over Oscar, and if Leclerc could have overtaken Norris, Max could have won the World Drivers' Championship. This is because at that point in the race, all Max needed to become champion was just for Leclerc to overtake Norris. It would have been a little bit unsporting, but when there's a World Drivers' Championship on the line, oftentimes sportsmanship has been thrown out the window. Just look back to 2016 when Lewis Hamilton essentially tried to do this exact strategy at this exact circuit as he tried and failed to prevent his teammate Nico Rosberg from winning the Drivers' Championship over him. Obviously, hindsight is 20/20, and this strategy could have resulted in Max losing the race lead, which would have rendered it completely pointless because he still needed to win the race. However, because I do have the benefit of hindsight, I know it couldn't have given Max a worse chance at the title since he didn't end up winning it with the strategy they used, so I would love to know how it would have turned out for him. Do you think this strategy would have worked? Let me know in the comments. Number 3.
Okay, we expect Norris to be near DRS within 1 lap. All you can when he catches.
This conversation between Red Bull and their second driver Yuki Tsunoda was Red Bull telling Yuki to do all he could to defend against Lando Norris in order to help out Yuki's teammate Max Verstappen, who needed Lando to finish off the podium in order for him to win the World Drivers' Championship. Yuki's response was awesome and had all of us hoping for some incredible defense that would warrant a "Yuki's an animal" message from Max. But then, number 2.
Okay, Yuki, we have been given a 5-second penalty for moving twice on our defense of Norris.
Penalty? A penalty ball.
We've got a penalty for moving twice in defense to Norris. Head down.
This message is just hilarious, especially when you hear it right after that last one and see what Yuki did while trying to hold back Lando. Yes, Yuki, you did get a penalty because you cannot do that. And the number one team radio message from the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is, you can probably guess.
That's it, mate. You are world champion. World champion. Well done, mate. I'm so proud. Lando, this is Zach from McLaren. Is this the world champion hotline?
Yeah.
You did it!
Thank
You did it! Awesome!
Oh, thank you guys. Oh my god. You made a kid's dream true. Thanks so much. I love you guys. Thanks for everything. You deserve it. I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad. Thanks for everything. I'm not crying.
If you didn't tear up when you could tell Lando was tearing up, I don't know what to tell you, okay? Also, classic Zach Brown making this moment about him. You gotta respect him. Thank you to Raycon for sponsoring this segment. The Essential Open earbuds are here for the holiday season and they're selling fast. Raycon audio products are up to 20% off this holiday season. Go to buyraycon.com/boneopen to save on Raycon audio products site-wide. Order by December 15th to guarantee delivery by Christmas because great gifts shouldn't show up late. Next up, it is finally time to announce the winner of Elbone's F1 Rookie of the Year race. I've been judging the F1 rookies all season long based on their performances relative to their cars, not just points scored. After each race, I award my last place rookie 0 points and my first place rookie 5 points, and the winner of Elbone's F1 Rookie of the Year race will be the rookie with the most points come the end of the season, which we're at right now. Here is how my 2025 rookie standings looked entering the season finale Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and here are my Abu Dhabi Grand Prix rookie rankings that will crown the Elbone's F1 Rookie of the Year champion. I should note first that every single rookie choked and none of them finished in the points, which honestly made making these predictions pretty difficult. In last place, I have Alpine rookie Franco Colapinto, who qualified dead last by over 4/10 somehow, and then finished the race last, nuff said. In 5th place, it's Mercedes rookie Kimi Antonelli, who qualified an abysmal P14 in a car his teammate put on the second row, and who then finished the race even worse than that at P15. In 4th place, it's VCARB rookie Liam Lawson, who outqualified Antonelli, but still missed out on Q3, and who then got a 5-second penalty during the race and finished P18. In 3rd place, I'm going with VCARB rookie Isaac Hadjar, who made Q3 on Saturday, but finished the Grand Prix in abysmal P17. In 2nd place, it's Haas rookie Ollie Behrman, who barely missed out on Q2, and then managed to finish the Grand Prix in the points before a questionable 5-second penalty after the race dropped him down to P12 after he took the checkered flag. And that means in 1st place, it's Sauber rookie Gabby Bortoletto. Gabby qualified a wildly impressive P7 before the race got away from him a bit, and he ended up finishing it just out of the points at P11, but he still ended up as the highest placing rookie qualifier and race finisher in what is certainly not the best car, so this was a no-brainer to put him at the top spot. So here are the final Elbone's F1 Rookie of the Year race standings, and folks, we have a tie for 1st place between Haas rookie Ollie Behrman and VCARB rookie Isaac Hadjar. I am dumb and I never thought about coming up with a tiebreaker, so I honestly have no clue how to break this tie if I even should, which is why I am going to ask all of you, should I declare Ollie and Isaac co-rookies of the year, or should I do some sort of tiebreaker, and if so, what should the tiebreaker be? Let me know in the comments. Did you forget to buy someone important like your parents or grandparents a gift this holiday season until I just reminded you right now? If so, I've got the perfect gift idea for you that is so good, they'll think you've been planning this all year long. Aura Frames. Aura Frames digital picture frames allow you to share high-resolution photos and videos effortlessly to them straight from your phone all year long so that your loved ones near and far can keep you and your family close by them at all times. My favorite feature is that you can preload photos to the frame that you're gifting so that when the recipient opens it, those photos are already right there staring back at them for that real wow factor. Plus, you can keep adding unlimited photos and videos to it whenever you want straight from your phone at the touch of a touchscreen. Don't believe me about how great Aura Frames are? Maybe you'll trust, I don't know, Oprah, who has named Aura Frames one of her favorite things 3 times. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code BONE at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code BONE. This deal is exclusive to listeners and frames sell out fast, so order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Finally today, for the final time in 2025, we need to talk about how my bona fide F1 race predictions ended up this past weekend, with these predictions being the ones that would decide whether my name would be L-Bone or J-Bone all off-season long. My first Abu Dhabi Grand Prix race prediction was that Lando Norris would not win the 2025 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and ding ding, L-Bone got that one right. L-Bone! Exactly what I said would happen happened, and Lando was trying so hard to just finish on the podium to seal his driver's championship that he didn't even try to win this race, which it turns out was a strategic decision by McLaren that worked out for them, unlike those Qatar strategic decisions. My second race prediction was that Lando Norris would win the 2025 World Drivers' Championship in Abu Dhabi, and ding ding, L-Bone also got that one right. L-Bone! Lando's lead over Max and Oscar was just big enough, the rules were just papaya enough, and Lando has been driving well enough lately to where I just had a feeling he would win the Drivers' Championship in Abu Dhabi, and he did. My third race prediction was that both McLarens would finish on the podium in Abu Dhabi, and ding ding, L-Bone also got that one right. L-Bone! This was a way better prediction hit than people are probably going to give me credit for, considering this was McLaren's first double podium since Italy a zillion races ago. But whatever, because sadly, those are the last ding-dings you'll be hearing in 2025. Because my fourth race prediction was that Liam Lawson would finish in the points in Abu Dhabi, and he did not. And my fifth Abu Dhabi prediction was that Ollie Behrman would finish in the points in Abu Dhabi, which he did, and then he did not. This means I went 3 for 5 with my predictions in Abu Dhabi, when I absolutely needed to go 5 for 5 to get back to 50% on the season with my predictions, which would have changed my name from L-Bone back to J-Bone. And folks, because I did indeed finish the season below 50% with my F1 race predictions, despite going an insane 12 for 15 to finish the year, my name will remain L-Bone until my 2026 Australian Grand Prix preview drops in March of next year. I'm literally the Max Verstappen of F1 predictions with that insane comeback I mounted that almost led to success but barely missed out on it, with the only difference between me and Max being that I don't have any of the previous success that he does. L-Bone! And folks, that is it for Formula Bone's coverage of the 2025 Formula One season. Whether you're newer to my channel or an established multi-year member of the Bone Brigade, thank you so much for joining me here this year so that we could experience everything F1 in 2025 threw at us together. I honestly cannot believe that we are now officially in the F1 offseason. It feels like the season went by in the blink of an eye, and the fact that we won't have another F1 Grand Prix for 3 whole months is kind of scary. Fortunately though, while we're now in the F1 offseason, Formula Bone has no offseason. Not just because this is my full-time job, and accordingly, I literally need to cover Formula One year-round to make money for my family, but also because someone has to give all of you your F1 fix while we wait for the cars to return to the grid, and L-Bone is that someone. So make sure you toss me a subscription now if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you'll get all my F1 offseason content as soon as it drops. L-Bone! I'm going to kick this F1 offseason off by providing you all with some 2025 season recap content, and I'm going to end it with some 2026 season preview content, but that does leave some room in the middle to give you all whatever F1 offseason content you want from me, L-Bone. So I am asking all of you, what are some content ideas that you have for me this F1 offseason? Let me see them in the comments. Special shout out to my top YouTube channel members, Joe Max's #1 hater Snow, Brian Linton, Wolf Loves Racing, Waffleopicus, Melissa Cruz, Elmar Zuber, Logan, and David Hake. Mash that join button just below this video to get your name shouted out right there in future videos. And if you want to join with 1,000+ F1 fans in the free to join Formula Bone Discord, you can go do that through the join link in the description. Until next time, folks, L-Bone!